And whereas Ms. Fagan is a member of the University of South Carolina Gamecocks women basketball team, which accomplished a remarkable undefeated record of 39-0 for the 2023-2024 season and won the 2024 NCAA Women's Basketball National Championship tournament in Cleveland, Ohio. And whereas Ms. Fagan is also a member of the 2021 USA Basketball U19 national team, winning a gold medal at the 2021 FIBA U19 World Cup in Debrecen, Hungary, and is supported by her parents, Sherry and Charles Fagan, grandparents, brother, and two sisters. And whereas Ms. Fagan is a lover of Legos, Disney movies, and seafood, and has a dream of playing for the WNBA and owning her very own daycare center. Now, therefore, be it resolved, the Forest Park governing body, along with myself and the mayor and the council members, hereby congratulates Forest Park High School very own alumna, Miss Sanaya Nicole Fagan, and the University of South Carolina Gamecocks for winning 2024 NCAA Women's National Championship Tournament. In witness whereof, we hereunto set our hand on this 20th day of May 2024 and have caused the official seal of the great city of Forest Park to be affixed hereto. Sanaya, thank you for contributing to the city of Forest Park. And I can say that I think Mr. Ross, who did 50 years, who gave the city 50 years of his life, was the only other official key to the city. And so we give this to you. We thank you. We believe in you, and we know you will go on to do great things. I love you. Come on, Mama. All the basketball players. Well, and the McDonald's All-American. Gatorade here. So I want you all to try your look at the screen. We were able to have Sanaya as our what is it called? Marshal, Grand Marshal. Okay, Grand Marshal of the caravan. I think she had a good time. And so we're excited about everything that she has done and will continue to do in her life. So thank you so much, Sanaya, for being so great. Any words?
Thank you so much. Very proud.
Mr. Mears. Oh, and I have to say, this is images of, he told me to make sure, he said, Soul Blast Marketing and Exposure. He sent me his uncut, unedited version of the picture. Want to give him credit. Mr. Mears.
Okay, so we have one more to bestow, but the actual recipient cannot be with us because he is at the training camp with the LA Chargers. So I want to ask his mother, Miss Lucy, and one of his Miss Lucy, to come forward. I don't know if you all remember, but Justin Eboigbe was played football for Forest Park High School, and he went on to play for the University of Alabama and received several national championships. But he was recently drafted to the LA Chargers. And so we gave him a little ceremony before he departed, but we wanted to make it official, and then also in recognition of his work, present him also with the key to the city. And one thing that I really appreciate about Justin is, if you are not aware, the Forest Park High School team, football team, is not known for having a winning streak. But Justin is a symbol that you don't have to be a part of a winning team to be an actual winner. And that's what he instills in the students whenever he comes back to the community, and he comes back often and he gives back, and we're very proud of him. And so we wanted to make sure that he received the key, if we want to officially present the proclamation. And the proclamation is as follows. Whereas Mr. Justin E. Boyden was born on April 9th, 2001 in Southbridge, Georgia, and is a proud graduate of Forest Park High School, where he played varsity football as a four-star defensive end and was considered one of the best players at any position in the entire state of Georgia. And whereas, prior to being selected by the Los Angeles Chargers in the 2024 NFL Draft, Mr. Boyden played collegiate football at the University of Alabama under legendary coach Nick Saban, earning first team All-SEC honors and winning the 2021 College Football Playoff National Championship in Miami Gardens, Florida, as well as the SEC Championship in 2020, 2021, and 2023. And whereas some of Mr. Boyden's impressive football stats during his collegiate career include 64 tackles, 7 sacks, and 11.5 tackles for losses, all of which were accomplished while graduating from the University of Alabama with a bachelor's degree in communications and a master's degree in sports hospitality within 3 years. And whereas, with all of his success on the field, Mr. Boyden still remains an avid volunteer at the nonprofit Nick's Kids Foundation and enjoys spending time with his family and friends and participating in community service. Now, therefore, be it resolved, the Forest Park governing body hereby congratulates Forest Park High School very own Mr. Justin Boyden, and congratulations to him on his outstanding achievements, while also wishing him continued success as he embarks on an exciting new chapter in his athletic career. So thank you.
Yeah. So I just want to thank each and every one for giving recognition to Justin. He's a very humble person, and he really don't like to receive awards, but I'm a proud mother, and I'm very excited with my new title, which is NFL Mom. So I'm just happy. All the people that had, anything in his life, if you touch them, then I appreciate it. It went a long way. So he's in LA at the rookie training camp. So really excited about that. And I told him just stay focused. You prove to the team that you're worthy of them drafting you. So he's very excited with that. And I'm excited for him as his mother. So thank you again, everybody.
Yes, ma'am, thank you.
No, I don't know. Do we have his shirt? He had,
Retired his jersey.
yeah, he retired his jersey, but where's Tanisha? She don't have it. Anyway, he donated a jersey to the city. So where's Mr. Maxwell? I wanted to make sure we put it somewhere nice, but we are so grateful for all the talent that comes through the city of Forest Park, and we're just humbled and happy about all the accomplishments of all of our students and our future leaders.
Well, thank you. Thank you for recognizing.
Yes, ma'am,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you.
You. All right. Listen, I mean, I was born that way, but then yes. Yes. Okay, so let's see. The next item is a certificate of recognition. The city of Forest Park received a certificate for being a 2023-2024 trusted partner in education with the Clayton County Public Schools. Background and history. The city of Forest Park has received a certificate for being a 2023-2024 trusted partner in education with the Clayton County Public Schools.
So I have it right here. I just wanted to present it to Mr. Clark. This was from the superintendent of school, Dr. Smith, and Dr. Wiley, the assistant. So there you go.
Can he pose with it? Can we get a picture of him with the award?
How you see? Go.
Okay, let's see. All right, financial reporting of the fiscal year 2023-2024 monthly financial report. Background and history. The finance department is presenting fiscal year 2023-2024 monthly financial review of the city's financials. The purpose of the monthly financial review is to help us know how healthy the city's cash flow is and help evaluate department performance to see if the executive office needs to reallocate resources to achieve the financial goals of the city. Good evening.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. This is the monthly report. This is reporting of, April financials. I'll start off with, well, like it's going through itself. All right. We'll start with the general fund, April summary by category. This right here tells us, gives a depiction of the revenues and expenses, by category. Like before, this the year-to-date financial reporting. It shows the year-to-date actual for the revenue is at 31.8 million. The expenses are coming in at 27.2. We're getting down to the end of the year, so the expenses are slowly catching up with the revenue, but should not exceed. The next slide, the general fund, April summary by department. This shows, this particular table and graph shows the, all of the departments in the city. It shows the budget to actual. It also gives you a balance as well as the percentage of budget that's been used. And as of now, for the total general fund department, the balance comes to 10.7 million. Next slide. Next slide shows all the other funds for the April, for the financials for April that's in the city. All the other funds, like I said before, we're starting to clean them up. Here you're starting to see that we actually have budgets that's in the revenue as well as in the expense. That was one of the audit findings that we are correcting. We have corrected and we are and will be corrected for the next budget term. So this finding here should not show up on next year's upcoming audit for the city. These funds here, we also show our splash funds. We also show the DA, the URA, and the DDA funds as well. And that pretty much gives quick synopsis of the overview of the financial, the monthly financials. Any questions?
Councilwoman James,
No questions, thank you.
Councilman Antoine,
Thank you.
Councilman Gutierrez,
Thank you, sir.
Councilwoman Wells. Thank you. Councilman Mears.
Thanks, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Presentation of the Forest Park Police E911 Center and Operations. Background and history. The Forest Park Police E911 Center operates around the clock every day of the year, ensuring continuous service to the community. Currently, the center comprises 4 shifts, each staffed with 3 communication operators, along with a dedicated manager overseeing operations. This unit plays a crucial role in supporting the police, fire, and code enforcement departments, enabling them to effectively serve the citizens of Forest Park. Ms. Johnson, who assumed the role of communications manager approximately 6 months ago, is here to offer an overview of our services and share insights into the future direction of the E911 Center. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Good evening as well, Madam Mayor and Council. I have Ms. Johnson here. She's our communications manager. I'm super duper excited on the direction in which our communications department is headed. And Ms. Johnson is here just to give you all an overview of where we started and where we are at now. Thank you.
Good evening, Madam Mayor, council members, city manager. So when I first started, Chief Chris told me that one of the things that was lacking at Forest Park 911 was the use of technology. So he tasked me to try and see what I could do to increase that use. One of the very first things that I did was start the process for us to obtain Rapid SOS. Rapid SOS is an intelligent safety platform that securely links life-saving data from 540 plus million connected devices and buildings directly to 911, Rapid SOS safety agents, and field responders globally. This product has been a game changer for all of 911. Go to the next slide. So it gives us accurate pinpointing of location when someone calls 911. Instead of hitting the cell phone tower, it's using someone's location services from their phone to give us an exact location. And it also uses the phone's other apps that is collecting data, Uber app, even the Chick-fil-A app they have partnered with to be able to get location data to be able to send through to 911. It also transmits valuable health information from your phone, available on both iPhone and Android. If you have a medical ID set up on your phone or your health information on your Android and you have it enabled to share with 911, when you call 911, that information comes through Rapid SOS to us. We also have the ability via Rapid SOS and those medical ID and health information to transmit secret information to 911. And this is a feature that right now, Forest Park is the first and only to do. This is an idea that I had. We started talking about it, training officers on it to spread the information. And when I was talking with Rapid SOS recently, I shared that information with them thinking I couldn't possibly be the first person who's thought of this. And they said, no, actually you are. So they want to take that idea, kind of flesh it out and help us with the media of it. The secret information I'm talking about, hidden key information. You have a key hidden in your front, at your front porch, and you have a medical emergency and you're calling 911, but you can't tell us that. Instead of having the police or the fire department break in the door, we have the information that you have the key hidden. Also for domestic violence victims, those that are truly terrified to call 911 can put this information into their phone. If they have a controlling spouse, that spouse is typically looking at their phone, at their text messages or their social media. They're not looking in their health information. So if they're a domestic violence victim and they put that information into their phone, we will see that on Rapid SOS. Go to the next slide. So as you can see, I did a sample on my iPhone where it says medical conditions, I put high blood pressure. Where it says medical notes, I could put anything in there because it's free-form text. I put domestic violence victim. Under allergies and reactions, he is under the plant on the porch. And under medications, I could have put a list of any of the medications that I take, but I also said, please send help. I can't talk to 911. So that's the type of information you can put in there, whether it's the standard information that it's asking for or hidden information that you need to transmit to us in a secret manner. You can do the same for Android, but those who don't have a smartphone can do the same thing by setting up an emergency profile at emergencyprofile.org. And as long as you call 911 using the phone number that you set up the profile, all that information will transmit through Rapid SOS. Go to the next slide. This is what it looks like when it calls 911, when you call 911 and it comes through Rapid SOS to us. It has the phone number. I made a test call from sitting right in dispatch, so it has the address of 320 Cash Memorial Boulevard. Underneath it has the latitude and longitude. Underneath that, it has what 3 words. We'll get to that in a moment. Callback number, and then if you scroll down in our second photo, it has the medical information that I put in there. It also, I mean, it has it written exactly how it is in your phone, but also where I had hidden the information, where I put the key information, messages, and your emergency contact. So if you're having a medical emergency and the fire department has to transport you to the hospital and they need to get in contact with your next of kin, we have it right here. All of this information, once it comes in through the Rapid SOS portal, is copy and pasteable into CAD, so we have it to share with our first responders. Next slide. So what 3 words takes that exact location that Rapid SOS provides us and scales it down even more to a 10 by 10 grid. This 10 by 10 grid is worldwide, and each 10 by 10 grid has 3 individual unique words assigned to it. If I moved 10 feet this way, my 3 words would change. What 3 words is not only we can take that information that comes up from Rapid SOS, I can go to what3words.com, type in those 3 words, and I have exactly the location to the 10 by 10 box. So as you see here, I did a typed in 320 Cash Memorial Boulevard. It gave me 3 words. I clicked on a box in the parking lot right in front of an empty parking space. It gave me the words of flow, daily, and spell. And I moved 1 space over and it gave me torches, finest, and factories. So all of those 3 words are for a different 10 by 10 space. If you go to the next slide. So what 3 words has an app? If the caller has the app, Rapid SOS works really great as long as someone has their location services turned on in their phone. If they do not, then that's a problem because none of that information that I previously showed you is going to come in through us. However, if they have the What 3 Words app on their phone and they call 911, I can tell them, go to What 3 Words and tell me your 3 words. Then I can take that information, put it into what3words.com, and I know exactly where they are. This is great for emergencies. It's also great for first responders. If my first responders have this app and I tell them over the radio the 3 words, they know in a 10 by 10 spot where their person is calling from. Great for if you're traveling. We get so many calls on 911, people saying, I don't know where I am because I'm not from here. With What 3 Words, you don't have to be from here. You tell me the 3 words, I know exactly where you are. Also, you can share your locations with friends and family. I took the app and did the same exact ones. And then you see there on the 3rd photo, it has the share option. You can share it just like you're sharing a photo. You can share it via AirDrop. You can share it via text message. You can share it on social media, however you need to. If the caller doesn't have the app, we can text them a link and they can click on that link and read to me what those 3 words are. And then we know their location. Next slide. So Rapid SOS has this Safety Pioneer program, and I have signed us up to be a part of it because Rapid SOS is truly a game changer in 911, but the Safety Pioneer program takes it to the next level. So we're going to have access to text from 911. Someone calls 911 and hangs up. When we try and call them back, 9 times out of 10, they don't answer the phone. Because if they're anything like me, if I don't recognize the number that's calling me, I'm not answering. So if they don't answer, we can leave a message, but we also can text them back and say, this is Forest Park 911. Your phone just called 911. If you have an emergency, please call us back. That way they know the number that just called them. Oh, that was 911 calling me. We also can text that link from What 3 Words to them. So we will have those capabilities. We will also be able to consolidate all of our 911 calls inside of Rapid SOS. That includes landline calls and cell phone calls. That's not something that's been able to happen before with the Rapid SOS technology. And something I'm very excited for, and Madam Mayor, I'm having to eat my words because I said before, I was not interested in any AI-powered stuff for 911 until I saw about the alarm call processing. You go to the next slide. So Like I said, the text from 911, that's what it would look like inside of there. We would be able to send the text to them and we can send them the what 3 words, location link. Next slide. Consolidation of all of our 911 information. We'll also be able to get alerts through Rapid SOS. There's a train derailment. We can get alerts from Norfolk Southern. We can get alerts. We can actually look and see where the closest AED is through Rapid SOS if it's a public one. Next slide. So this is the AI call processing that I'm excited about. So we're going to partner with Rapid SOS. We will provide them with all of the questions that we would normally ask any alarm company that calls in an alarm to the 911 center. The AI technology is going to answer the call. They're going to take the information and they're going to push it through the Rapid SOS portal to us. We have 30 seconds to acknowledge that information. And if it does not, if we don't acknowledge it in 30 seconds, then we will get a phone call. Once that information is pushed through to Rapid SOS, we can copy and paste it into CAD and dispatch a unit out, which is going to save our call processing time or lower it. Next slide. So any updates from alarm companies, AI technology is going to take that, push it through to Rapid SOS to us, and then we have that information we can copy and paste into CAD, which gives us quicker response time, quicker updates to our responding units. And right now, we're not going to use it for holdup alarms or fire alarms because of the serious nature of those alarms. But general burglary alarms, we are. And anytime that we feel that we do not like the program, we can discontinue it at any time. Next slide. So there's more to come. Rapid SOS has their Innovation Day tomorrow where they have said it's going to be the most innovative year that they've had. And I'm excited about it because if they're pushing out something that's going to make us do our job better, I'm all for it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So we're going to open it up. Questions or comments, Councilwoman James?
Thank you. This is exciting. I mean, we went from being in the dark ages to we really are moving. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Councilman Antoine?
What does AED stand for?
AED is the, yes, I couldn't think what the E was, but it's the defibrillators.
Thank you.
Councilman Gutierrez?
No, just thank you for what you do. Thank you for the presentation. And like Councilwoman James said, just moving in the right direction and just, I think like, we don't appreciate y'all enough and just how important you are to the safety of our people. So we can't say it enough. But thank you. And I'm glad we're also adding you to the list of first responders. And make sure you also take advantage of the counseling, you and your staff, because I know that you must go through some traumatizing.
Very much so.
Councilwoman Wells?
Yes, I would just like to say thank you, and I definitely agree with Councilwoman James. We were in ancient times, so just thank you for all that you all, the police department chief, what all you bring to the city. It's very much appreciated and
Thank
needed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Councilman Mears?
Your presentation, that's a lot to remember.
It is. You're welcome.
So when I first heard about the federal classification of our 911 operators, it was very disheartening. And at the federal level, they're classified as secretaries. And so I do know that Congresswoman Nikema Williams is working on legislation to change that at the federal level. But until then, I'm just glad that the governing body, and it is my desire that they do pass and make it official for our 911 operators to have that designation. So thank you again for what you do.
Thank you. And we appreciate your support on that.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
It's my idea, but you got it.
Oh, of course it is.
I like it.
But no, it wasn't. Thank you. Okay, council approval of a telework policy. Is there a motion to approve this item?
So moved.
That was Councilwoman James. Is there a second?
A second.
That was Councilman Antoine. Is there any further discussion? Ms. Rainey?
Councilmember James,
Yes.
Councilmember Anton,
Yes.
Councilmember Gutierrez, Councilmember Akins Wells,
Yes.
Councilmember Mears.
Thank you. Council approval of a consent agenda. Is there a motion to approve this item?
So moved.
That was Councilwoman Wells. Is there a second?
I'll second.
That was Councilwoman James. Is there any further discussion? All right, Ms. Rainey?
Councilmember James,
Yes.
Councilmember Anton,
Yes.
Councilmember Gutierrez,
Yes.
Councilmember Akins Wells,
Yes.
Councilmember Mears.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Council approval on the employee benefits renewal for the fiscal year 2024 and 2025. Is there a motion to approve this item?
So moved.
That was Councilwoman Wells. Is there a second?
I'll second.
That was Councilwoman James. Is there any further discussion? Ms. Rainey?
Councilmember James.
Yes.
Councilmember Anton.
Yes.
Councilmember Gutierrez.
Yes.
Councilmember Akins Wells. Councilmember Mears.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Council approval of an employee assistance program. Is there a motion to approve this item?
So moved.
That was Councilwoman James. Is there a second?
I second.
That was Councilman Mears. Is there any further discussion? Ms. Rainey?
Councilmember James.
Yes.
Councilmember Anton.
Yes.
Councilmember Gutierrez.
Yes.
Councilmember Akins Wells.
Yes.
Councilmember Mears.
Yes, ma'am.
Council approval of the municipal court fines and fees schedule. Is there a motion to approve this item?
So moved.
That was Councilwoman James. Is there a second?
Second.
That was Councilman Antoine. Any further discussion? Ms. Rainey?
Councilmember James.
Yes.
Councilmember Anton.
Yes.
Councilmember Gutierrez.
Yes.
Councilmember Akins Wells. Councilmember Mears.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Council approval of a task order for Falcon Design to assist the City of Forest Park with bid assistance and construction administration for the park signs. Is there a motion to approve this item?
So moved.
That was Councilwoman James. Is there a second? That was Councilwoman Wells. Is there any further discussion? Ms. Rainey?
Councilmember James.
Yes.
Councilmember Anton.
Yes.
Councilmember Gutierrez. Councilmember Akins Wells. Councilmember Mears.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the conditional use permit 2024-01. Is there a motion to recess the regular meeting and enter into a public hearing to hear this item?
So moved.
That was Councilwoman James. Is there a second?
Second.
That was Councilman Mears. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you. Now, is there a motion to open up the public hearing on the conditional use permit 2024-01?
So moved.
Councilwoman James, is there a second?
Second.
That was Councilwoman Wells. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. So per our charter, for any public hearing, there's 10 minutes allotted per side, 10 minutes in totality in those that want to speak in favor of, or 10 minutes in totality for those who want to speak in opposition of. So if there's anyone who wants to speak in favor of the conditional use permit 2024-01, you may line up at the podium now. All right, not seeing anyone. Is there anyone who wants to speak against the conditional use permit 2024-01? You may line up at the podium now. All right, not seeing anyone. Is there a motion to close out the public hearing on the conditional use permit for 2024-01?
So moved.
That was Councilwoman James. Is there a second? That was Councilwoman Wells. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you. Now, is there a motion to open up a public hearing for the text amendment 2024-02?
So moved.
Councilwoman James, is there a second?
A second.
That was Councilman Mears. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you. So as previously stated, 10 minutes per side is allotted. So is there anyone who wanted to speak in favor of text amendment 2024-02? You may line up at the podium now. Not seeing anyone. Is there anyone who wanted to speak against text amendment 2024-02? You may line up at the podium now.
Anybody out there?
All right, not seeing anyone. Is there a motion to close the public hearing on text amendment 2024-02?
So moved.
That was Councilwoman James. Is there a second? That was Councilwoman Wells. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you. Now, is there a motion to approve the conditional use permit 2024-01?
So moved.
That was Councilwoman Wells. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Councilwoman James, any further discussion? Ms. Rainey?
Councilmember James.
Yes.
Councilmember Anton.
Yes.
Councilmember Gutierrez. Councilmember Akins Wells.
Yes.
Councilmember Mears.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Now, is there a motion to approve the text amendment 2024-02?
So moved.
That was Councilwoman James. Is there a second?
Second.
That was Councilman Antoine. Any further discussion? Ms. Rainey?
Councilmember James.
Yes.
Councilmember Anton.
Yes.
Councilmember Gutierrez.
Yes.
Councilmember Akins Wells. Councilmember Mears.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my gosh. We've come a long way, council. Like, this is fun. Council approval to recognize the Forest Park Police E911 operators as first responders. Is there a motion to approve this item?
So moved.
Councilwoman James, is there a second? Councilwoman Wells, is there any further discussion? Ms. Rainey?
Councilmember James.
Yes.
Councilmember Anton.
Yes.
Councilmember Gutierrez.
Yeah.
Councilmember Akins Wells. Councilmember Mears.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Council approval to transfer a service weapon. Is there a motion to approve this item?
So moved.
That was Councilwoman James. Is there a second by Councilwoman Wells? Any further discussion?
Yeah, I just want to formally apologize to that officer that it took so long from us.
Thank you. Ms. Rainey?
Councilmember James.
Yes.
Councilmember Anton.
Yes.
Councilmember Gutierrez. Councilmember Akins Wells. Councilmember Mears.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Council approval to award Omega Pest Solutions for citywide pest control. Is there a motion to approve this item?
So move.
That was Councilman Mears. Is there a second?
Second.
That was Councilwoman Wells. Any further discussion? Ms. Rainey?
Councilmember James.
Yes.
Councilmember Anton.
Yes.
Councilmember Gutierrez. Councilmember Akins Wells. Councilmember Mears.
Council approval of designating our Public Works Department as first responders. Is there a motion to approve this item?
So moved.
That's Councilwoman Wells. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Councilwoman James, any further discussion? All right, Ms. Rainey?
Councilmember James.
Yes.
Councilmember Anton.
Yes.
Councilmember Gutierrez.
Yes.
Councilmember Akins Wells. Councilmember Mears.
Ma'am.
All right, thank you. Council approval on a 5-stall portable restroom for city events in the amount of $20,250. Is there a motion to approve this item?
So moved.
Councilwoman James, is there a second?
Second.
Councilman Mears, any further discussion?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Are we gonna decide where those, what event, you know, like what the city attorney, city manager stated, like we want to make sure so we don't have any issues. What can be a fifth event, it won't be able to because we only have 15 times to use it. Are we gonna establish that before?
So I'm looking at Director Maxwell. I think that the 15 events have been codified, have you codified what they are and the way in which we'll be approaching this and the handling of those 15 events. And again, I want to make certain that this is clear before these events start happening because we have more than 15 events in a year.
Yes, sir. Currently, we have the Fall Festival, we have Forest Park Day, we have Fun Friday, we have the Tailgate, and we have the Hispanic Heritage Festival currently.
But how many? Because some of those events have,
We have Fun Friday going from June to September. Forest Park Day is in August. Hispanic Heritage Festival is between September and October. Currently the tailgates, we have 5, and that's including the Fall Festival. So those are currently what we have on the books currently. I know we got some other ones coming up.
So we could always bring it back if need be, or is this it?
15 events. I think you all know why I'm having this conversation, just to make certain that we establish, if you don't see that white trailer at the event, we only have 15 events.
Yes, currently. Mhm.
I think those are big staple events. I don't know.
That seems about right.
With
Did you
more.
count as he was going along? Oh,
Well,
how many did you get? 12. Yeah, I thought it was about 15, so I think we're good.
yes, we still have a couple of that's pretty much, once again, these will be city signature events. So whereas city pretty much is doing it. City.
Multiple hours and not just like.
Yes, yes, ma'am. It's events, it's more a festival that it will involve entertainment, kids on, food trucks, is on that level. Yes.
So with the, and I don't know if Councilman Gutierrez, I just like to be fair, with the, Food Truck Friday. So we don't, what restaurant?
We currently use 696 because it's right across the street.
Okay.
Yes, we currently use 696. And once again, we do have some that's not falling right now, but we are looking at the Selena Day because it do bring a large crowd out. And we're currently looking at the Day of the, I forgot, Juneteenth celebration is on there. We're currently looking at the Day of the Dead. This will be one that pretty much brings the large crowd out. And we have a couple of more that we have on the books that we pretty much are trying to iron out.
Thank you.
All right, Ms. Rainey.
Councilmember James.
Yes.
Councilmember Anton.
Oh.
No,
Are we voting or
we're
is it
voting.
comments?
Voting.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Councilmember Gutierrez. Councilmember Akins Wells. Councilmember Mears.
Thank you. Council approval on senior center floor repairs. Is there a motion to approve this item?
So moved.
That was Councilman Antoine. Is there a second?
I'll second.
That was Councilwoman James. Any further discussion? All right, Ms. Rainey.
Councilmember James.
Yes.
Councilmember Anton.
Yes.
Councilmember Gutierrez. Councilmember Akins Wells. Councilmember Mears.
Ma'am.
All right, thank you. And we do have executive session this evening, so I'm going to do the closing comments by the governing body. Ms. James, you're up first. All right, Councilman Antoine.
Thank you for your support. Thank you, guys. God bless.
Councilman Gutierrez.
Thank you, everybody. I think halfway through here, we might need to set up something where we need another Dr. Beeler prayer to pump us back up. But today was a long day. Thank you, everybody. As it gets late, my attention span is lost, as you can see. But I do want to say that it fills me up with pride to see these two Panther, like Forest Park high schoolers go and accomplish great things. I work at the middle school, and it's our kids get poached for other schools because they have other better programs. I'm not crying about that. I want the success of the child. But I will say that I hope that, as we build this city, we get to, improve our athletics because that brings a town together. That brings a city together to celebrate our children. So I hope that this encourages, Sanaya and Justin for our middle schoolers to, hopefully stay in Forest Park and follow through like they did. The mayor did a great message in saying that it doesn't take a winning season to be a winner. I think Justin won like 6 games his whole high school career. Nothing compared to Sanaya, who just won everything. I don't think there's nothing she didn't win, which that was amazing too. So yeah, it just fills me up with immense pride that, those are, they carry that Forest Park flag wherever they go in the country. Thank you for all of the reports today. And just thank you to our employees. You are the backbone of everything that we do. And I truly appreciate all of you. And I'm excited about this upcoming year and all of the things we're doing. That national certification that Bobby mentioned, these new innovative things we're using at the 911 center just separates us. And it really, you don't know until you go to these GMA events or trainings and you get to meet other people from other cities and you're like, dang, I'm just happy that I'm here and I have this staff and our city manager and, my colleagues in Forest Park is moving in the right direction. So that's that for me. Everybody have a good afternoon and don't forget to vote tomorrow. Please exercise your right to vote. These elections come down to the wire. So make your voice heard.
Councilwoman Wells.
Yes, everything that Councilman Gutierrez said. I'd just like to thank all of our directors. I know I have my favorites and I know I have my favorite departments. Y'all should have seen them trying to gang up on me, Mr. Shelby trying to gang up on me, but no, we just love and appreciate everything that you guys do. It makes Mr. Clark's job easier, which makes our job easier. So I just want to show my appreciation to each and every one of you, and not just the directors, but our employees as well. And to my colleagues, I would just say, you made a comment, Mayor, that we have come a long way, and I feel like we have. Still got a long way to go, but we have come. We are so much better than we used to be, and so just pat yourselves on the back, because I think that takes a collective effort, and so I just appreciate you guys. And just want to say again, congratulations to Sanaya and Justin as well, because like Councilman Gutierrez said, like Forest Park's athletics department hasn't been the best. But we have some great kids here in the city of Forest Park that help to bring some light to our city. So just thank them and congratulations to both of them. Thank you all again, and I hope you have a great night.
Councilman Mears.
Yes, ma'am. I want to thank everybody also for being here. And I want everybody to know that I'm sort of worldwide, been around the world 2 or 3 times, but Forest Park is the best kept secret in the world because people that I talk to from all over doesn't have any idea how the interior, the city and the people work in Forest Park. We got the great fire department, we got the great police, we got great public works, we got great ministers that give us spiritual guidance, and we're very fortunate. I've been here all my life, and it come from a mud hole, I can tell you that. And I'm just glad to be able to live long enough to see it in the position that it's in now. So I didn't make my call last week for Mr. Finch, but he's not here, but I'm gonna wish him the best, and I'll find out where he's at.
Well, I cannot think of a better way to conclude tonight's meeting, so thank you. Oh, well, we got one more, Councilwoman James.
Yeah, I just wanted to, first, just don't take life for granted. I did have a fellow coworker of mine who's in the same position I'm in, parent liaison from Huey Elementary. She passed away. She was born in 66. I was born in 70, so she was young. So just don't take life for granted, and just be thankful and love people, and just encourage people. We do have our high school graduating on Thursday at 8 o'clock at the Georgia International Convention Center. We do have a business in the city, Big Days Cheesesteak, that has their anniversary week. I think tomorrow they have free egg rolls. I think you have to purchase something to get your free egg roll. And then they have Forest Park High School Day on Wednesday, I believe. And then I can't remember all the stuff. But anyway, they got a bunch of stuff going on this week only. We were able to get a discount. So go by and visit Big Dave's Cheesesteak on Jonesboro Road. And I love you all. You all, thank you so much for being here and being a part of the city. We have great things that are in the works. The best has not even got here yet. I mean, we have some great things that has already transpired, but if y'all know some stuff that I know, which I know probably some of the cities know, but it's gonna be some huge stuff happening, not just in the city of Forest Park, but in Clayton County as a whole. So I'm just grateful to be here. And I'm a grandmother, y'all.
All right, Councilman Gutierrez, bring us home.
Yes, so real short, real quick, you spoke about loss, and this weekend I was just blowing up my city manager's phone over a light that was like, kept blinking on Thurman and Jonesboro, and it was just irking me because it's like the fourth weekend in a row. But our city manager was going through some, a loss himself. So my condolences to you, my brother, and I'm sorry that I kept, you never know what someone's going through, and you always have that professionalism and that smile that lights up a room. So, my condolences to you, and thank you for just being professional always. And,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry. Yeah, and my deepest condolences. I've been in touch with Mr. Clark, and I'm sure we all have. But I just think, and maybe this is something we could discuss at a later time, but Mr. Clark does a lot, and a lot of us do a lot. But I just think I may send an email or something on the weekend, but life is not the city of Forest Park. And give him a break. Allow him to be with his family, whether he's grieving or not. Just give him a break and allow him to have his weekends, because we have lives and he deserves his life too. And so I would just ask, just to respect that, because I know he deals with a lot.
for the record, I don't blow you up on the weekend. Okay, I just wanted to.
I will say this, the flower that this city sent was absolutely beautiful. Of course, it was a very traumatic time for me and my family. So thank you guys for your thoughts and prayers. And everybody knows I'm very private, so I didn't say it to a lot of people outside of my assistant, but thank you guys. And again, life is precious. He was only 40 years old.
Sure. So, yeah. It really makes you put things into perspective. Is there a motion to recess and go into executive session for personnel, litigation, real estate, or legal matters?
So moved.
Councilwoman James, is there a second?
Second.
Councilwoman Wells, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank
I
you.
look for an order, Mayor.
I haven't read.
So you had, right, like the idea is that you.
Shred it.
And then you had.
Don't stop the clock, Leo, please.
The executive session and reconvene into a regular session.
So move.
That was Councilwoman James. Is there a second? That was Councilman Antoine. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank you. Is there a motion to table the appointments to the Planning Commission and Urban Design Review Board?
So move.
That was Councilwoman James. Is there a second? That was Councilman Mears. Any further discussion? Ms. Rainey?
Councilwoman James.
Yes.
Councilman Anton, Councilmember Gutierrez, Councilmember Akins Wells, Mears. Tired, sorry.
Is there a motion to reappoint Eric Stallings to the DDA Board?
So move.
That was Councilwoman James. Is there a second? That's Councilman Antoine. Is there any further discussion? Ms. Rainey?
Councilmember James,
Oh,
Councilmember Anton, Councilmember Gutierrez, Councilmember Akins Wells, Councilmember Mears.
Is there a motion to approve and authorize the mayor to execute an amended and restated settlement agreement and mutual release with MARTA? Is that Montsan LLP and Scott Castle Associates?
So move.
That was Councilwoman James. Is there a second? That was Councilwoman Wells. Any further discussion? Ms. Rainey?
Councilmember James.
Yes.
Councilmember Anton, Councilmember Gutierrez, Councilmember Akins Wells, Councilmember Mears.
Is there a motion to approve and authorize the mayor to execute general release and indemnification agreement with Resi Holding LLC regarding 1129 Lloyd Drive?
So move.
That's Councilwoman James. There's a second. Councilman Antoine. Any further discussion? All right, Ms. Rainey?
Councilmember James.
Yes.
Councilmember Anton, Councilmember Gutierrez, Councilmember Akins Wells, Councilmember Mears.
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve and authorize the mayor to execute a general release and indemnification agreement with Masood Paras regarding 5684 Ash Street?
So move.
That's Councilwoman James. Is there a second?
Second.
Councilman Antoine, any further discussion? All right, Ms. Rainey.
Councilmember James.
Yes.
Councilmember Anton, Councilmember Gutierrez, Councilmember Akins Wells, Councilmember Mears.
And then what about,
Madam Mayor.
Mayor, did you do the two MARTA? There were two different settlement agreements?
oh,
She read them both at the same.
Well, one of
oh,
them.
no, I didn't. All right.
Oh.
So is there a motion to approve and authorize the mayor to execute an amended and, is that restated? Settlement agreement and mutual release with MARTA and MVL, the Streaming Productions LLC?
So move.
Councilwoman James, is there a second?
Second.
That's Councilman Antoine. Any further discussion? All right, Ms. Rainey.
Councilmember James.
Yes.
Councilmember Anton, Councilmember Gutierrez, Councilmember Akins Wells, Councilmember Mears.
Okay, what about,
If you fall, oh. Madam Mayor, I would like to, make a motion to approve $26,400 in back pay
all right,
to Judge Freeman.
all right, there's a motion. Is there a second? That was Councilwoman Wells. Any further discussion?
One moment, Mayor Butler.
We'll just do that and then the other one.
Ms. Rainey.
Councilmember James.
Yes.
Councilmember Anton, Councilmember Gutierrez, Councilmember Akins Wells, Councilmember Mears.
All right, Madam Mayor, I would like to also make a motion that we enter into a professional services agreement with Judge Freeman.
All right, there's a motion. Is there a second? That's Councilman Antoine. Is there any discussion? Ms. Rainey?
Councilmember James.
Yes.
Councilmember Anton. Councilmember Gutierrez. Councilmember Akins Wells. Councilmember Mears.
All right, is that it? All right, good night.
Motion, we adjourn.
Yes.
Who made the motion to adjourn and who seconded?
James. Who
Who-
seconded?
I'll second. All in favor?
Ah,
I guess you waiting on me to finish that.
Uh-huh.
all right.
You got